Turn off your alarm clock. We won't need it in the morning. We will wake up.
Hey guys, I'm PUTSY and welcome back to another vlog. Today is Saturday. I want to vlog today because I have something a little bit more interesting to do than just the usual thing that I usually do on my vlog in my house. So I'm going to IKEA today because there's a brand new IKEA store in my city. It just opened like a week ago. It's going to be safe. We need to make an appointment and book a place, but we're only able to be there for like 3 hours. I don't know if 3 hours is enough to explore IKEA, but it's okay because I already know what I want to buy. I want to change that bookcase back there, the black one, with another Billy bookcase, a smaller version than what I already have for my bag and shoes, because turns out I already buy more books this year than I ever been before. If you saw my makeup declutter, one of my main target was to have an extra space for my books, but I think I'm going to need even more space soon. So yeah, that one back there, I bought that one from IKEA as well. I don't remember the name of it, but it's too short and a little bit flimsy, and I want to change it with the Billy bookcase. So that's why I want to go to IKEA and I don't know, maybe buy some fake plants or who knows, but it's going to be interesting day than usual. Outfit of the day looks very similar to the clothes that I wore in my last vlog. I know because I wear the same pants and the same color of tops. I don't know why I'm currently in love with dark green Uniqlo random t-shirt, and this one is from H&M I believe, and just simple makeup. And this is the bag that I'm going to wear from Michael Kors. I think it goes kind of well, so yeah. Oh, and by the way, I haven't been able to post that Sydney Cummings workout challenge, and I've been very slacking off in my YouTube game because I have another neck injury, but this time is a little bit worse. I can't really like move my head too much, and I injured it while I was working out. Sometimes I can be the clumsiest, is that a word? The most clumsy person you could ever meet, but sometimes I'm really not. I've had a lot of hilariously stupid injury. I bent my finger, I hurt my knee last month while I was working out, and then this month I hurt my neck, and this is the second time I injured my neck in the past 3 months, which is just annoying. This one, it was really stupid because there was this kind of jump from a plank position and my whole entire body was already upwards, like standing up, but for some reason my head was still on the floor. Weird position, I know. I don't even think that's possible, but I pulled a muscle in my neck. I still remember the sound of it, a really uncomfortable sound. Even after a week, my neck still hurts. I should have went to see a doctor immediately, but I didn't. So now my neck is actually getting worse. I'm going to see a doctor because it's now affecting my head. I have this really uncomfortable headache on the right side of my head, which connects to the neck that I injured, but I already booked an appointment for IKEA maybe 2 weeks ago, so I cannot really bail.
Said you wanna talk in the living room. I'ma take this ride. To get away from you is like the same track on repeat. No matter what, you never get what you need. Anything I do isn't good enough according to you. I'm still messing up, it's like the same songs on repeat. There's no point in staying, that's why I leave. If only I could've saved us before we crashed. Got caught up under these waves, so now we're trapped. Never thought we'd see the end, but I understand. Good things don't last, no good things don't last. If only we could restart everything we had. Right before it fell apart, I'd be cool with that. How do we end up hating each other so fast? Good things don't last, no good things don't last. I'm sick of daydreaming, I just want the feeling of you in my bed. I'm down to just wait. right below your waistline. Want you by my head. I'm done with all this FaceTime. Need some alone time, baby. You're always running in my mind. I'm sick of daydreaming. I just want the feeling of you in my bed. Can't spend time alone. Gave you my hoodie just so you can smell my cologne. Don't like all this distance. I want you close, I'm missing your existence. Fill my head with some clouds, baby. Fill my brain with some ecstasy. I'm sick of daydreaming. I just want the feeling of you in my bed.
I'm also going to give you a little bit of an IKEA haul. I bought a couple of items there. I bought the small Billy bookcase, two of the extra shelves to go with it, and I wanted to buy that Billy bookcase, like I said, to change that bookcase. I also bought that from IKEA, but it was one of the most cheapest one. It's very flimsy, quite short. The width of it fit that space really well, but I just need something a little bit taller with more shelves in it, so I just decided to change that with the Billy bookcase instead. I cannot fit the regular size, the one like I have right here, so I can only buy the small one, which is like half the size of that one, and it won't fit perfectly in there. It's gonna be too small for that space, but that's okay. I measured my room a couple of times trying to find the best solution so I can fit the regular Billy bookcase. Even if I change the position of my bed, the desk and everything, it's just not possible, so I gave up. But because of that, I'm now able to fit floor lamp instead to fill in that gap, which is going to be great for nighttime reading. And I also bought this one right here. Yet another fake plants, I know, but it's not possible for me to have real plants here in my room because there's not enough natural light whatsoever. So I bought the plants, and then also this tin vase right here, the gold one. It actually looks very similar to this one, just a different color. So that will go to the top of my Billy bookcase once I assemble them. I also bought this pack of 3 shower puff thing. It comes in white, and then there's a blue one which I give to my mom, and then there's another pink one which I already put in my bathroom. It's very cheap and a decent quality, I guess. I cannot wait to assemble that Billy bookcase, but I have to wait for at least maybe another week because my neck is still hurting. I don't want to further my injury. That's just really stupid, so I'm just going to wait and then maybe do a book reorganization, building the shelves and everything in another vlog. I'm just going to put my new fake plants here so it looks a little bit better. Is that weird? I don't know, but well, here's the book haul. The first one is this one right here, Anxious People from Frederick Backman, or I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce his name. I'm so sorry if I butchered any of the name that I'm going to mention in this video. I've heard a lot of good things about this actually, and just about Frederick Backman writing in general, and I'm currently reading this. I have like this much left. It's been so good so far. I really like his writing style, the way he jumped between timeline, telling us the main event at the start of the book and then slowly revealing more and more backstory and then the following event throughout the book. The more you go into the books, the more intricate it gets. It's about a bank robbery turned into a weird hostage situation. That's like the main event, and then slowly they revealed more and more about the connection of each of the people in that hostage situation. Turns out they have a lot of weird connection similarities to one another. We also follow the two main police officers who are trying to find out what happened, who's the culprit. It touched on a couple hard topics, but he managed to make it feel very light and very easy to understand, and it has a lot of funny moments. Sometimes you just can tell when someone is just naturally funny, and I think Frederick might be just naturally funny. I don't know, that's just my personal opinion. So far so good. I bought for another contemporary books, this one right here, and the three of them are like the UK paperback version because they are like the same size, and this one is the US paperback, and all four of these I bought with some really amazing deal. It was on sale for like almost 70% off, which is crazy. I have to be honest, I don't really know a lot about what these books are about, if it's popular among the booktube community, or if I saw an interesting cover and then they also have a good review on Goodreads, then that's a good enough reason for me to buy. So the first one is The Sun Is Also Star by Nikolai Yoon, highly loved among the booktube community. It has some romance in it, I think. It follows two people, Natasha, which is a girl who believes in science and facts, and then there's Daniel, a very good son and a very good student living up to his parents' high expectations. And then I guess both of them are going to meet with each other and fall in love, I think. But who knows, maybe I'm very wrong about that. The next one is Frankly in Love by David Yoon. And David Yoon is the husband of Nikolai Yoon, I believe. I think this is his very first book, but I also saw a lot of good things about it on both YouTube and Goodreads. Besides, I really love the cover. This is about Frankly. He's a Korean American caught between his parents' expectations and his own Californian life, and his parents want him to date only Korean girls, but Frank has fallen in love with someone who are not Korean. And then there's Choi Song, his friend, living in the same boat. So instead of dating the girl that he loves, which is Brit, he decided to be in this fake relationship with Choi Song in order to hopefully one day gain freedom so they can date whoever they want behind their parents' back. I don't know what's going to happen after that, but I think Frankly might be falling in love with Joy Song later in the book. But yeah, just this line alone in the bottom really captured my attention. It's about a love story, a treatise on racism. I don't know if that's you're supposed to pronounce that, treatise. A treatise on racism, peek into adolescence, and a welcome to Korean American culture all at once. Just that alone tells me that it's going to be an amazing book, and hopefully it is. Next one on the come up from Angie Thomas, and Angie Thomas is an author that I really want to get into because I've heard a lot of amazing things about her books and her writing, especially The Hate You Give, which is I think the book before this one. I don't know if it's true, but I think The Hate You Give and On the Come Up, the story in these two books happen within the same neighborhood. And then there's also another book that just come out like a month or two ago, kind of a prequel or sequel to The Hate You Give, which is about the dad of the girl from The Hate You Give, but this is about another girl from the same neighborhood. But this one is more centered around music. The main character here wants to be a rapper, I believe. 16-year-old Brie wants to be one of the greatest, yeah, I was right. 16-year-old Brie wants to be one of the greatest rappers of all time. It's hard to get your come up though when you're labeled trouble at school and your fridge at home is empty after your mom loses her job. But Brie's success is all that stands between her family and homelessness. So she doesn't just want to make it, she has to, even if it means becoming exactly what the public expects her to be. I kind of wanted to read The Hate You Give first, but this is the only book from Angie Thomas that were on sale, so I decided to buy this one first, see if I like the writing, the story or not, and then venture on to another books from Angie. Hopefully it's going to be amazing, but I'm like 99% sure that it is going to be amazing. Next is Full Disclosure by Cameron Garrett. I'd never heard about the author or the book. I think I've seen like 1 or 2 reviews about it, but nothing more. But this cover is amazing. I mean, look at that. The design of this is very striking, which is why I really want to pick this one up. But the story itself I think is quite fascinating. It's about a girl named Simone set in a high school, but Simone is also HIV positive. That for sure complicates things because the last time she told someone, the fallout was devastating, and when Simone finds an anonymous threat in her locker threatening to turn her world upside down, she begins to wonder if the only way to rise above is to face the haters head on. Nothing else I can say about this because I honestly don't know more about that, but that premise alone already intrigued me, and I think it's going to be just a quick, interesting read. It's just a bit over 300 pages, so yeah, these next two books is part of a series. It's The Serpent and Dove, and the second from the installment called Blood and Honey. I really want to get more into fantasy series, but I don't want to read that many series that are not over yet because I don't want to wait that long. So I really want to try to get into series that are already finished first before I have more series that I need to follow for years to come. But this one, since it's supposed to be a trilogy and the last one will come out I think in August or July, I believe it's in August, so I decided to just buy these two. I've heard mixed reviews about this series in particular, especially about the second book. A lot of people love the first book way more than the second one, but hopefully I will be amongst the people who love this book more than the story itself. The one that intrigues me the most, honestly, is the cover. It's amazing. I wish I bought this in the hardback version, but they don't have the hardcover or the hardback available at the store that I usually went to, but this is the flimsy paperbacks, which is amazing because I don't want to ruin the spine. That already happened with my Crescent City book and I hate that so much. I might need to get the hardback version of that book in the future because I love that one. I think my game plan for the future, I will be focusing more on paperback in my contemporary books, but if it's a fantasy series or just series in general, I will try to, if possible, get the hardback version. So these two, I don't really know what this is about. The main thing I know, it is about a witch and a witch hunter because it's obviously stated in the back, but also from a lot of reviews I've heard they, I think, fall in love. Hopefully I can read these two before the next one come out. The next book that I bought is this one right here. A gorgeous cover. It's A Sky Beyond the Storm from Sabah Tahir. So lucky that I was able to get the hardback signed copy. This is the fourth and last book from the series, Amber in the Ashes series, and this is the only book I have from the series, to be completely honest, so I'm not going to be able to read this until I have the first three. This is the only one available in the store. I was just thinking maybe I should buy this before it's sold out, so but I'm currently ordering these three right here from overseas because if you don't know, I live in Asia, so it's a little bit hard to get English books sometimes, and I cannot wait for them to arrive so I can finally read this series. I've heard a lot of great things about it. One of my favorite booktube channel, which is The Story Ain't Over, she raves about it so much. This is like one of her favorite series, and it has a female POC lead character. The story itself sounds very intriguing. I think it's going to have a bit of war, a lot of romance. I don't know more about it and I cannot tell you like the summary of the story because this is supposed to be the last one and I don't want to read anything from here because I don't want to get spoiled. But other than that, I think it's going to be an amazing stories with amazing characters, with amazing covers. The cover inside is very simple, just black with ST Sabah Tahir and a gorgeous foiling here on the side, which is I love the color so much. And yeah, I cannot wait till the first three arrive so I can finally savor in this series and falling in love with this series. Hopefully I will. And the last one is the book that I've been wanting to buy for a few months now. and this is the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone in this Mina Lima edition. Now, when I say Harry Potter, I hope you know that doesn't mean that I support J.K. Rowling and whatever it is that she said about trans community. She's been saying a lot of just problematic stuff on social media and some interviews. What she said is quite harmful, and I don't want to support that. But I love Harry Potter, but that doesn't mean that I love J.K. Rowling. I think it's mainly because I've been in love with Harry Potter since I was a child. I got introduced to the movie first before the books, and I've been loving Harry Potter for more than 5-6 years before I finally delve into the book series. So by the time I read the books, I've already been a huge fan of Harry Potter and the characters, the world, the cast, the movie and everything. So therefore I love the books. But I've never been a huge fan of J.K. Rowling in general, even before the controversies. I know a lot of people who loves Harry Potter also love J.K. Rowling, idolize her, go to meet and greet, meet her and just falling in love with her in general, but I've never been that person. Of course, I'm grateful that she wrote Harry Potter, but I never really associate Harry Potter to J.K. Rowling for some reason, because in my head Harry Potter is its own thing, its own world. Harry Potter is Harry Potter, so I never have hard time dissociate Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling. But I think I will still continue to buy the Harry Potter books in this Mina Lima version, mainly because of Mina Lima. I was a graphic designer and I'm such a sucker for this kind of thing, for the illustration pop-up thing, because this is like a very amazing collection to have, because it's not just a book itself, it has a lot of amazing illustration, like this amazing pop-up of the Diagon Alley. It's just an amazing art piece in itself. Yeah, I want to collect this version because of Mina Lima, and I adore their arts. They are amazing, they make great illustrations, they are a brilliant artist, and therefore I want to support them, not necessarily the writer. So yeah, I hope you know that whenever I say I love Harry Potter, I just mean Harry Potter and the world and the cast and character, and not the writer. So yeah, those are the books that I bought. Because of my neck problems, now I'm going to see a doctor in like an hour or so. So yeah, I hope it's okay if I cut this vlog very short, but I don't think this video is going to be very short either. I'm sorry if it's not super interesting, but hopefully you'll stick around, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and watch my future content. I'm going to build another bookcase and reorganize my books, and if you love books, there's going to be a lot more book content for me in the future, especially in 2021, because I'm falling in love with books all over again, and I really want to read and buy more books this year, and I will include more of that in my vlogs. But even if you don't like books, I will do a lot more vlogs and just lifestyle content here on my channel. And lastly, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I hope I can see you in another video, especially the vlog where I built my IKEA Billy bookcase and reorganizing my books. So yeah, I don't know what that was about, but I hope I can see you in another video. Bye.